Oh, thank goodness, we're done. That took like 4 minutes. I think we're at like 49 minutes before this on my timer, and now we're at like 53 minutes. So yeah, it took a few minutes. The big thing for me is there's just nothing to talk about with that segment. Nice camera angle. I always open up these cauldrons even though I have no need for them. We're gonna leave an empty bottle, and because I want to try something. So we're actually not going to fill up both bottles. We're not gonna fill up any bottles, I guess. Since the fairy decided to do that. Oh well. Works out. I don't usually need fairies. This is a pretty easy game, to be honest. Like, I can usually beat it without a death. Like, unless I'm doing like a 3-heart run. Alright. Last sage. This is Mulgara. Man, I had a joke prepared for this and everything, and I forgot what the joke was. Like, I literally had a joke about this, and I forgot what it was. Anyway, I'm gonna kill the little mini Mulgaras because they create lag. Like, literally, they're not a threat to me at all, but they lag the game. So, I'm gonna try to take them out whenever I can, just so, you know. Oh, a clever and original joke. 10 out of 10. So now he'll fly up in the air. Do that. Mulgara, I think, was statistically considered to be the biggest boss in any Zelda game until Twilight Princess. I know, a really long gap. We held that record for such a long time. Because the big eel in Twilight Princess, I think, was generally believed to be a bit bigger than Mulgara. I don't know, I feel like Twin Mold might also, and Majora might also be similar in size. Yeah, see how much lag this is causing? This is why we're trying to take out the little small Mulgaras, because just lag reduction. No real reason beyond that. This is one of the most controversial remixes in this game, because all the music did get remixed. But they took out some of the percussion in the song, so a lot of people prefer the GameCube mix, and I'm kind of in that camp, actually. It's gonna bother me, because I legitimately can't remember what the joke I was gonna make for this fight was. Had it all prepared and everything, and nope. You got a heart container, your life energy has increased by 1, plus your life gauge has been replenished. The Master Sword has returned its blade once again. Its blade once again houses the power to repel evil. The sword of the one true hero is revived at last. Link, I have fully restored the power to repel evil to your Master Sword, and my ancestors are most satisfied. I shall continue praying to the gods here. Link, please step into the light and return above ground. May the winds of fortune be at your back. I see, so the Forsaken Fortress is already. Ah, like a molting snake that casts off its dead skin. The place is so empty and quiet, one can almost hear the echo of dead leaves falling to the cold, cracked ground. Why? What ails you? What? Lose the long face. The monsters are gone from the world. Doesn't that make you a little happy? Link, I have troubling news. Ganon has not shown himself above the seas since Valor unleashed his fiery wrath upon him. And what's worse, there is not a creature stirring in his base of operations in this world, the Forsaken Fortress. I cannot imagine how it is possible, and yet I cannot shake this foreboding feeling I have about the princess, Zelda. Link, you must search for all of the Triforce shards, so that we can head back to Hyrule without delay. Alright, so before we go any farther, let's complete the heart container, shall we? Alright, so we need to go to Bomb Island, which I think is north of Forest Haven. I didn't know drawing tablets had like drivers that you had to fiddle with, to be honest. Now that I think about how many items do we even have? Alright, so this should put us up to 42. So then the next two must be from stuff now that we have the hook shot. Paw print aisle is definitely one. Do you have enough arrows for this? 99. Do you have enough arrows for this? Just got a circle. Actually, I don't know if I ever opened this chart, so let's double check here. That's Thorn Fairy Island, because it has a little dot above the heart. 5, That's bomb. Yeah, I didn't even open it, so that would help. I seem like reinstalling them would just reset everything to a default level that was more workable. And another piece of heart. Alright then, so while we're in the neighborhood, let us, that's not what I meant to push, let us double check. Well, let's open this up first, just for the sake of it. That is, I don't know what island that is, actually. That's Headstone. We should have gotten that last time. Triangle Isle. We're actually really close to a piece of Triforce, so we might as well just go get that now. What kind of tablet is it, if you don't mind my asking? I don't know if I've ever heard of that, actually. Cliff. So this should have been Triforce Chart 3. Honestly, not being a big name is probably beneficial when you think about it. You know, if you can't rack up the prices as badly as with a Wacom. I think that's how you say it, at least. And another Triforce shard, so let us go over to Thorn Fairy, which is 2 spaces above. Whack 'em. I still haven't gotten all the treasure charts from the eye reefs, so we might do that next time if we have time. Otherwise, we might just do like a cleanup session to just get all the treasure charts and then all the spoils, and also show off something else special that I have planned for wrapping up the series, and I'm not gonna say what it is. I hope this is the right island. Okay. Have fun lurking. This should be another piece of heart. So now we need to go to Paw Print. So warping over to Windfall. I guess we could also warp to Dragon Roost, but we'll go to Windfall. Might as well. But yeah, this is still my favorite Zelda game, and I'm still kind of split on how I should feel about that, to be honest, in some regards. So here's a question to those willing to answer. Do you think it's like fair to just entirely judge your opinion on a game based on like nostalgic bias? Because that's kind of what it is, because I feel like there are a lot of games I could say are technically objectively better than Wind Waker, but for some reason, whenever it comes to Zelda, I always go back to Wind Waker before any other. I feel like it's mostly just nostalgia, to be blunt. So we have a fun question mark room here. Wizzrobes galore. Why did I put it on that button? Yeah, that's kind of how... Actually, I can't say that's how I feel because I'm kind of not reading the chat because I'm trying to not miss a Wizzrobe Cycle here. Yeah, nostalgia is like just kind of a part of it in some ways. Like, I still genuinely think this is a well-made game and whatnot, but I feel like there's a part of it that is just fully nostalgia in terms of, again, why I always go back to it, even over other Zeldas. So this is a fun room because you can kind of just get into a cycle here, and it's actually really fun if you can get the pattern down. Sorry if this is like giving anyone whiplash with how fast I'm yanking around the camera. It's not gonna get any better when you have 3 to deal with. Basically, by the time you hit one, the other will have respawned usually, so you can just kind of keep hammering away at them pretty easily. Except I got off cycle. So this is where things get a little rough with this room. They always spawn in the same places, if you can tell, so it's also easy from that standpoint to keep them relatively stun-locked. That's one down, so that makes our lives a little bit easier. Yes, I am prioritizing the Wizzrobe since they're just gonna summon enemies anyway. Might as well take out the summoners. It's always my logic in games. Go for the enemy that's summoning more, instead of the one that's just not the one who can summon more. I feel like there must be a term for that, but I can't think of any. So yeah, I'm curious to see how my opinion on Breath of the Wild changes over time, because I think I will like it more as time goes on. But just right now, I'm kind of in this ambiguous sort of, like, I like the game a lot, but I don't know if it's like my favorite Zelda. I need to kind of let it sit for a little bit and sort of process the game, if that makes any sense. I am the kind of person who needs to process media a lot. I can't just like immediately whip out an essay on how I feel about something the moment I finish playing it, really.